his death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no
Alan,
way of
stop
knowing.
talking to
I
yourself.
told myself it
What are
didn't
you,
really
crazy?
matter. My course was set.
He's hopping around.
Yeah, I told myself I'd really stop hopping around and drawing attention to myself, but I just couldn't help it. I had to get my morning jumps in, especially while holding a revolver. I told myself there's no way the gun will go off in my hand, and even if it did, it wouldn't possibly hit me. Alright. This
Big,
book is
very
brought to you by
solemn.
Verizon. Can you hear me now? Good.
That's the wrong
I
side,
decided
but
to
I
drive
guess-
the wrong direction. There was a voice in my head telling me that it was the wrong direction, but I didn't care. Then I pulled a really sweet 180 and went the correct direction. Whatever. Monologue all the time. Yeah. I saw a construction site. Maybe there would be some more coffee here, because I can never get enough coffee. I saw a yellow arrow. It made me think, maybe I was actually right. Maybe I could find coffee here.
The hunting rifle clipped through my sleeve, so I had to switch back to the revolver.
It was breaking my immersion, so I decided to use the revolver instead so it wouldn't clip through my body. I wanted to see if I would get hurt, but it turns out only the car could feel pain. I noticed there was coffee. I couldn't help myself. I had to stop and get it. I'd come this far collecting coffee, and coffee is my life. Coffee, 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 coffee. I love coffee. Thank you for the coffee. I didn't know who I was thanking, but it felt right.
Well, I lost the hood of my car, but that was fine.
There was smoke in my eyes, but thankfully, in this dream state of a camera following behind my vehicle, it didn't matter. I knew how to drive anyway. I almost fell off a cliff. I kind of shit myself a little bit, but I was fine, so I didn't worry about it. I also lost the trunk of my car. Maybe I had to actually jump off the cliff. I gave it a try, hoping I wouldn't die, but I did.
Alone, in daylight, surrounded by
no.
the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape.
I started monologuing again. It felt like deja vu. I could have sworn I had already said all of this, but I wanted to say it again, because it made me feel
I
safe.
had enough imagination to make
This
something
episode
like
was
this.
sponsored by Verizon.
All this time, trapped in a story inside my head.
Don't drive off the cliff.
I wanted to drive off the cliff again, but there was a voice in my head telling me I shouldn't. So I listened.
Don't jump off either.
I thought about jumping off, but then I thought maybe I should walk through the tunnel and then exit
Also,
the car.
the car is having a fun on its own.
Some mysterious guests started having sex in my car. I didn't understand why they chose my car. There were plenty of other cars, plenty of other places they could have gone to have sex, but they chose this one.
Ghost sex.
I figured I would take them for a ride, since they were taking each other for a ride. It was very dark
Or
in this
take
tunnel.
this one.
It made me feel scared. I had a good reason for being scared. The crow was flying, but not like a normal crow would. I found another page in my book. I told the crow to fuck off. It did.
Nice job, Alan, I told myself.
I found another car. I thought I would just take it, because I mean, in this world, nothing matters. This particular monologue is brought to you by Lincoln. Go with Lincoln.
So many cars.
I crashed into a Jeep. It made me feel like Jeeps are not as good as Lincolns. Speed limit was 50, but I felt in my mind I was going well over 50. It felt good. It made me feel dangerous.
Made me feel like a big tough man.
The ramp seemed really cool. I was very tempted to do it, but I had a feeling that it was tempting me away from a thermos of coffee, so I had to stop and look for coffee. Agent Nightingale probably liked coffee as much as I did, so I had to look for it, see if he maybe brewed some coffee for me.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Piece of shit left flashbangs on his kitchen counter, and he was drinking lots of beer. What a psycho.
And wine.
How did he get in the FBI? I still felt like there had to be coffee somewhere. I kept searching, high and low. I knew I would find one eventually.
Again,
It was
right
worth
next
it.
to the bathroom.
Coffee really did have a way of making me shit my pants. It made sense it was near the toilet. Just saving the effort and energy. You drink the coffee and immediately shit. How convenient. I was ready to jump off the ramp. It was going to make me feel like such a badass. Yes, my manhood grew 3 times the original size. At least in my mind.
I was a grower, not a shower.
I love you. It made me feel good that I was constantly being interactive with chat. Even if nobody had anything to say, and they were just wanting to lurk and spend some time in a cool channel, it felt nice that they were being spoken to. Oh my fucking god. I kinda shit my pants a little bit. But then I stepped into the light and everything disappeared. It was like it was a dream. That was a well-timed Wilhelm scream. The hammer just barely missed my face, and I clenched a little bit when it happened. But then the Wilhelm scream happened and everything felt funny again. I was gonna walk closer and eventually one of these other inanimate objects would become animate. I didn't like it. It made me feel really uneasy. A refrigerator would especially hurt, but thankfully I reacted quickly enough.
I'm in danger.
The barrels remember what we did to them last stream.
That's true. I thought about all the times I had harassed barrels for no reason. It's true. Finally things were coming full circle. I deserved this. I deserved to die. In-game. Oh crap. Ow. The barrel attacked me. A tire also knocked me off, and I'm trying so hard to jump, but I fell to my death. I deserved this for all of the times I harassed the barrel. There were targets behind me, but I decided to run into the light, because then it wouldn't matter what they did. They wouldn't spawn back. I could just enjoy my space. I lied. They totally came back. It was not worth going that way. What a waste of time. Instead, I would fight the barrels. The barrels deserved it, because they were pieces of shit. And tires? There's enough tires in this world. Oh my god. These barrels are so stupid. How did that tire bounce back and hit me? That felt entirely unfair. My health is so low, I don't even know what I should be doing right now. I'm kind of pissed off at this point. It's making me feel like I should stop monologuing. It could be proving as a distraction to my gameplay, but I could also just be making an excuse because I lack skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones.
As the black ooze melted away from the street, I could hear the screams of thousands of young girls in a concert. I couldn't shake the idea from my mind. It's just truly what it sounded like to me. Enemies started to chase me from behind, but I was still wanting so badly to pick up everything I could. I pulled out what I thought was a flare, but it was in fact a flashbang. I wasted a second flashbang unnecessarily when there weren't any enemies close enough, but it was fine. I was skilled enough that I would be able to overcome this challenge. Shooting the explosive tank and not actually affecting anything, I was highly disappointed. But as things got closer, I tried to kite them towards the explosive barrel and tried again. This time it was far more effective, getting a double collateral kill. Then there was this weird little sprinty boy. He deserved 2 bullets in the head. I hated him. He deserved to die. I made a really cinematic dodge while shooting another enemy that I was already preoccupied with, taking a second cinematic dodge before turning my attention to him. I pulled out my hunting rifle, not a shotgun, and then I wanted to use a flashbang instead because there were just so many people around me so close. There's another person behind me that I didn't see coming, and I felt like it was kind of bullshit. So I killed him with my hunting rifle while making a cinematic dodge of another enemy. There's just so many fucking people all around me all the time. I really fucking hate this. But I persevered and I continued on with the story. I really hoped the story would end soon so I could stop playing this fucking game.
I like those odds.
Voice to text Dapper at Dark, a memoir.
The music was very intense, like I was about to be ambushed, but I didn't know from where, so I kept frantically looking around, which was probably not the greatest user experience for most people, but it made me feel better that I wouldn't be... Oh my god. I didn't know who I was talking to when I said that, but I threw a flashbang. It seemed to be effective the way I wanted it to be, which was awesome. I dodged an axe that I didn't know I was meant to dodge, and then I threw another flashbang. I was really taking care of these enemies quite effectively. The guy charged me, but I totally stopped his ass with the stopping power of a shotgun. Beaming my big dick light in his face, I was able to smash him to bits with the shotgun, while finishing off the final enemy with just a normal shotgun shot.
Gotcha, bitch!
I welcomed this person called Cynthia in my chat to the stream as I continued monologuing. It felt right to do so. I hoped that they were having a great day, and I continued down these train tracks as I started to be swarmed by a bunch of fucking birds. I killed the birds. It felt good. Murdering innocent animals in a game didn't feel as harmful, but what was harmful was falling to my death, because I didn't pay attention to the fact that I needed to jump. Part of me wanted to blame Cynthia, but I knew deep down in my heart it wasn't Cynthia's fault.
As I was running,
More
I
birds
felt
attacked me. It felt very unfair, because I had no idea what I was supposed
my
to do.
turn.
I am not able to function with two voices in my head. That's not a monologue. I decided to take a pause so that the voice in my head could say something.
Oh, I was
Maybe
gonna
I already ruined the moment.
Maybe
She wasn't sure what to say anymore. Maybe I was being annoying. I wasn't sure. I felt pretty confident that was the case, though.
I was gonna